You know, savers and spenders have this uncanny ability for finding each other and then getting married.
It's so hard to even think about a couple where they're both savers. And
it happens, but it's more rare.
It's a little more rare because we usually are drawn to people who kind of have the opposite strategy when it comes to money.
And we can kind of learn from each other as a result of that. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's all, you know, it's on a continuum. It's degrees, right? And certainly I'm more of a saver than you are.
Yeah, and this is one that really just takes some empathy. First, you have to acknowledge, okay, we might both be more extreme than we need to be. And once you acknowledge that the other person has a voice, it's really good because then they don't feel rigid and like they have to get even more extreme to protect themselves from you.
Right, absolutely. So, all right, so anything else on finding balance or finding kind of some sense of, you know, sameness in this context?
Shared ownership. It's the best answer I know for this stuff. If you both have to take responsibility for paying the bills and making sure the bases are covered, it's going to kind of serve as its own accountability, and you don't have to hold each other accountable.
Yeah, find some of those ways to pull that person into your experience with the finances. And also, if you are the spender and you've married what in your mind is that miser, to pull them into your experience too.
So they can enjoy life and live in the present every once in a while, not always be about the future.
And to see how fun it is to
This is all hypothetical, of course.
Yeah, we've never experienced this ourselves. Right, but we have kind of, after a couple decades of marriage, found a pretty good balance.
Absolutely.
And so it should be encouraging to folks that if they're struggling with this on the front end, that you can find a way to do this in a way that you learn from each other.
That kind of respects the differences, sees their gift, but doesn't allow anyone to kind of get out of balance.
Absolutely.